the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes this up to the 40. Line before being corralled.
Complete to number 85. A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Here we go, here we go. 56, 56. Smooth. Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Here's Allen.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 24, check 24. Shift.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, 43, 15. He's crashing.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Mike's feet. Not here. Jim. Tight dog. Check. Regular.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Get up. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Allen going to go on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Alpha, check 31.
Hey, go going. Yellow.
Check.
Hey, color.
Alert flare.
Yellow. Hey, check. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
They're running it.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Fight on these two, fight on these two.
Showing it, showing it. Kill, kill, kill. Slam.
Yellow.
Slam. Hatchet, hatchet.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
That's it, baby.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 19 and brings up third down.
40. I'm coming for you. You mine.
On third down, it's Grant. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Grant with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, 98 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Allen now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You see me? You see me?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Allen's throw is complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Dude.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 6. Mike 6. All day, baby, all day. What's the most?
To throw on third down, Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. You got three down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Josh Allen with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
43! 43! Hey, rip left.
4 down, 4 down.
49, check 49, check 49.
Watch twist.
Attack, attack!
Check 37, check 30.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Grant 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Six gone. Check 661. Matchbox.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rabbit.
Allen going to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Shoot.
Hey, 15.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Let's go.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
D. Check. Lucky.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Hey, check my
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey.
To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, I 7.
You don't want none. Mike 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
15.
Rush in.
15.
Check your hot read.
Yellow.
Stay at home.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's checking. Crash. Whip. Watch the whip. That's the way.
Hey, 57. Hey, 15. Bang.
Mahomes going to throw.
Check 13.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Attack. 15.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
36. Back.
Yellow.
He's coming, double up.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And brings up 3rd down.
Big Ed. Slam.
Yellow.
You got tape. Check it back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's complete to Grant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Grace don't travel.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Kill.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Allen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st down, Denver.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Allen. They'll find Lindsey here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 6.
Allen now from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw it here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the slant. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote a manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash.